Generative AI project. It's titled AI Powered Car Flipping Advisor. So, the idea behind this tool is to allow me to go out and find a car that I think is a good deal and determine whether I can purchase that car and sell it for enough money to generate the profit that I'm looking for. So, for the sake of time, I've already entered in a 2015 Honda Civic with 120,000 miles, $4,000 asking price, average condition, but I could choose outstanding, clean or rough if it was one of those. Then down here at the bottom, I can put in any known issues with the car that might need to be repaired. So let's say it needs new brakes. We can put that in. Once all the data has been put in there, now I can click on Analyze Deal. And when I click on that, it's going to use this vehicle databases API key to go to vehicledatabases.com and do an API call. That API call is calling on the average repair cost and the resale value. So here the analysis shows $4,000 buying price, $1,800 average repair cost, $8,500 resale value for a profit of about 2,700 or 68% return on investment. So it lights up green, tells you strong flip, greater than 20% ROI. If the ROI is less than 20%, it will always tell you to pass on this deal. It's a bad deal. Now, designing this was tons of fun. I got to dive into GPT-5, Claude Sonnet, Grok, ChatGPT. I had to download the Streamlit app to be able to run my Python coding in it. I had to learn how to use the API calls and use API keys. And I had to learn how to build a Docker container. The Docker container is so that you get this pretty view that you have right here. Otherwise, you had to run the code, and then the code would populate this. But with the Docker container, it's all capsuled in a little box. I guess is how you would imagine it. The whole package is there, and so when you go to this website, it automatically pulls up this nice, pretty car flipping advisor tool for you. The reason why I had to dive into so many large language models was because none of them would get the Python coding right the first time. So I kept bouncing between them, putting in the errors until I figured out how to get my Python coding correct. What I found, one of my challenges, was that my endpoints were incorrect. It was using YMM instead of spelling out year, make, and model. But it took me hours to figure that out using these AI platforms. One of the other challenges I had is I'm running Ubuntu on my computer. That's my operating system. It's a Linux based, and it doesn't have nearly as much support as Microsoft does, available, easy to access out there. So that made it a little bit challenging. But I will tell you, this was the funnest thing I've done all semester. I absolutely loved building this. I love diving into the tools, learning how to use them a little bit. I love pushing myself. I would do this all over again, and I really am looking forward to, playing around with more AI tools and learning how to do more things, because this was the highlight, I think, of my semester doing this project.